Bonsoir à tous et bienvenue à cette édition bilingue du journal sur Equinox Télévision. Ils sont Isaac. Good evening.
Bonsoir, Flavien Valondongo. Good evening to you, televiewers, and thanks for joining us in this 8 p.m. bilingual newscast on Equinox Television. In this edition of the newscast, we will show you images of a family that have stormed the Chococam company this morning to get more information about the death of their brother. Ewane Jules Siri died last night under unclear circumstances, and equally will tell you how the results of the October the 7th, 2018 presidential election of Cameroon will be proclaimed tomorrow by the Constitutional Council of the Republic of Cameroon. Plus, the younger sister of Nijon Funzi, Christy Akum, has been released by her kidnappers. She was kidnapped Wednesday after the Babatu residence of the national chairman of the Social Democratic Front Party was set on fire by unidentified gunmen. Details in this newscast. Once more, good evening to you, televiewers. Thanks for joining me in the second segment of the newscast. In the headlines, you heard that the lifeless body of a man known as Ewane Jules Siri has been discovered early today at the Chococam company in Douala. He died under unclear circumstances last night at about 11 p.m. and he was allegedly discovered in the pool of blood, but family members who visited Chococam after they didn't see him return home were told he died while swimming in the swimming pool. Relatives raised alarm, which attracted curious onlookers. The protesters, or the protesting family, said he was murdered by the personnel who refused giving them detailed information about the macabre death of their loved one. They say security cameras did not show any instance where Ewane Jules Siri was swimming, as claimed by the personnel who invited security elements, and the corpse immediately evacuated to the Lakentini Hospital mortuary. The corpse was wrapped in a cloth with blood oozing from the head and other parts, according to family sources. The family is in agony, protested in front of the Chococam company for hours, but no authority of the Chococam manufacturing company, chocolate manufacturing company, was available to account for the death of their brother. And now we continue with this story called to tell you how a microfinance institution, IMEX, in Dokpasi, Douala, has locked its doors for over a week now. Customers have not been able to save or withdraw their savings at the IMEX branch office. They have been in frustration as no personnel of the microfinance institution are nowhere to be found. While the daily servers visit the IMEX branch office regularly, no one around seems to have any information about the whereabouts of the manager or a worker. Not even an announcement of the closure of the microfinance institution was received by these servers, who are today victims. They complain of losing hundreds of thousands of francs CFA and millions in their accounts each, which is some contributed from their daily hard labor. And now the younger sister of Nijon Funzi, Christy Akum, has been freed by her kidnappers. Christy Akum was kidnapped Wednesday, October 17, 2018 by unknown armed men who set fire on Nijon Funzi's residence in Babatu village in the Mesam division of the Northwest region. She is currently at the Ntarikon residence of the chairman in Bamenda. Safe and sound. Reason for her abduction is still unknown, but no ransom was paid. Nijon Funzi's residence was set on fire because he failed to, or he did not listen to the order of the said armed men to boycott the October 7 presidential election. And we now enter into politics to tell you that a protest march of the Social Democratic Front, organized by the Lidura regional president of the Social Democratic Front Party, Jean-Michel Nincho, has failed. It was supposed to take place today around the Douala 3 subdivision, and no militant was seen and the residence of Jean-Michel Ninjo, surrounded by gendarme and police elements. And the SDF protest march that was previewed all over the Douala Touré municipality aimed at denouncing frauds and irregularities witnessed during the presidential poll, as well as the non-participation of English-speaking Cameroonians. The march had been banned by the divisional officer for Douala Touré subdivision, describing it as threat to public peace. Unofficial results of the October 7, 2018 presidential election of Cameroon will be known tomorrow, as highly awaited by Cameroonians. It will be proclaimed by the Constitutional Council of Cameroon observers, and human rights groups have called for calm and peace before, during, and after proclamation. The Constitutional Council announced the proclamation Monday after rejecting all 18 petitions for partial and total cancellation of the election for reorganization. 3 opposition candidates, O.C. Joshua Kavalebi and Professor Maurice Kamto, complained of massive frauds and irregularities and the non-participation of English-speaking Cameroonians due to insecurity, and same as 2 non-candidates. And it should be noted that the divisional officer for Baham in the West region of Cameroon has forbidden any political gathering that might lead to a public threat, or that's a threat to public peace in that subdivision. And now we tell you how many individuals and equally organizations have called for peace after the proclamation of the October 7, 2018 presidential election. The Trade Union of Professional Truck Drivers in Cameroon also added their voices. That was during a meeting in Yaoundé, as they also called for peace after the release of the results. Details with Franklin Mwabe.
24 hours to the proclamation of results of the 2018 presidential elections, a tense atmosphere characterized major towns and cities. Many Cameroonians, unlike before, were glued to their television sets as they listened to post-election petitions.
What happened on the 7th of October is tantamount to apartheid.
The fear of demonstrations after the proclamation of results have been discouraged by many individuals and organizations. The Trade Union of Professional Truck Drivers in Cameroon were not left out in calling for peace.
The trade unions of road transport, the drivers and the truck owners and car owners, conscious of the patriotic unity to participate in the promotion of peace, national unity, and other values necessary for the well-being of Cameroonians.
During a meeting of professional truck drivers in Cameroon in the Yaoundé 4 subdivision, truck drivers were advised not to give in to violence,
calling on their respective bases to absolute vigilance and never to give in to strain of manipulation and the disorder.
As the countdown to the proclamation of results of the 2018 presidential elections draw near, many people are curious about who will lead the nation of Cameroon for the next 7 years.
Something else, school administrative authorities in Jombe Penja in the Mungo division of the Littoral region have decried the slow pace of the implementation of decentralization in Cameroon. They say the slow pace has hindered the mayor from possibly recruiting teachers and equally granting the didactic materials to students. They made the statement in Jombe Penja as they received a minimum package from the mayor. For me, Armstrong Sana reports.
The over 1 month of teaching and learning within the 2018-2019 school year has been a frustrating one to some schools in the Mongo division, Littoral region of Cameroon.
Les problèmes qui se posent beaucoup dans nos établissements.
In Jombe Penja subdivision, school administrators say they are faced with a lot of problems, ranging from insufficient teaching staff to acute lack of pedagogic materials. A situation which has hampered the acquisition of knowledge by kids in this subdivision. Some schools in Jombe Penja do not have the Cameroonian flag, which is a symbol of the nation. In a bid to remedy the situation, the mayor of Jombe Penja, Jean-Pierre Kahag, reach out to schools in his municipality with a minimum package. Coming weeks after the start of classes for the new school year, the mayor said the gifts are meant to render teachers more efficient for better results.
Les maîtres en ont vraiment besoin pour démarrer, pour commencer les cours.
Some of the beneficiaries on their part said the package is better late than never. While thanking the mayor for his gesture, some of the school administrators regretted that decentralization, whose proper implementation would permit the mayor to recruit more teachers for schools in his municipality, has remained only on paper.
And that report by Fomi Armstrong Sanda puts a cap to this 8 p.m. bilingual newscast on Equinox Television. Thanks for staying with us. Do have a splendid evening. Flavien Valondongo, bonsoir.
Bonsoir, bonsoir à vous et bonsoir à nos chers téléspectateurs. Demain 7h, c'est l'heure de la prochaine session d'information sur Equinox. Bonne soirée à tous.